Hello developers. We are moving forward in our series on material design 3 components with Jetpack Compose. And today we are tackling an interesting UI element, chips. Chips are compact elements that represent an input, attribute or action. You have likely seen them as tags under a blog post, filters in a product list, or a set of options in a form. There are four types of chips: assist, filter, input, and suggestion. Let's fire up Android Studio and see how we can create a chip. So, first, let's create a new file. So, first one, we will see how we can create an assist chip. So, for that, we have this assist chip composable function which comes with the material 3. So here in this on click we can provide the functionality of this on click. So for now let's provide a simple command like do something, and other parameters are let's press Ctrl P, and here first one let's use this parameter label. So here we can provide the label of this chip. For this label let's use a text composable, and we also have a parameter called leading icon. So here we can provide a leading icon. So first let's delete these parentheses, and here let's use an icon of settings. So here this is giving error, so let's hover it and use this experimental material 3 API, and let's also minimize these imports. So here what we are doing, we are providing this settings leading icon. So here I have used this size modifier, so we will use the default icon size of this assist chip. So let's use this composable function in our main activity. Here first let's create a column layout, and now let's run our app and see how it is looking. So here we can see this is our assist chip. So these assist chips functions as though the user asks an assistant to complete the action. And let's minimize this, and also let's go back to that file, and here let's click Ctrl B for the documentation. So here we can see we have these another parameters, like we can also provide this trailing icon. This icon will be placed at the end of this chip, and we also can provide these colors. So let's close this documentation. So we have another variant of this assist chip. That one is called elevated assist chip. So first let's create another composable function for that. So for this elevated assist chip, so let's use that composable function elevated assist chip, this one. Let's delete these parentheses, and what we will do, we will copy all these parameters and paste it here, because all the parameters will be exactly same. The only difference will be this elevated assist chip will have some elevation, so this is giving error. So let's opt in this experimental annotation, and now let's use this assist chip after this one. So now let's run our app again and see how this one is looking. So here we have this another elevated assist chip. The only difference we can see, there is no border, and also there is some elevation on this background. So when to use which chip? In general, use flat chips on simple or monochromatic backgrounds, and consider using elevated chips when you need to differentiate them from complex backgrounds like images. and let's minimize this and let's go back to the file. So we have another type of chip, that is filter chips. They are being used as a text or descriptive words to filter contents. They can be a good alternative to toggle buttons or checkboxes. So after this, let's create one more composable function for that filter chip. So here let's use that filter chip composable function which comes with the material 3 and put these argument on a separate line. So here we can see we need to provide this state whether this filter chip is selected or not. So let's create a state here. So here this is giving error. So what we will do, let's go to these imports and let's make two copies and import two more values, get value and this set value. And now we can see this will not give error anymore. So let's use this selected state here, and this on click will change this selected state to the opposite of that selected. And again let's remove these parentheses and here let's use two more parameters. First one is this label, so we can label this chip. For that let's use text composable. So here again this is giving error, so let's obtain this material 3 annotation. And here I have used this filter chip as a label, and for this leading icon I have used this if else condition. So if this selected value is true, then I will provide this done icon, otherwise it will be a null value. So let's use this filter chip after our elevated assist chip. Now let's run our app again. So here this is our filter chip. So let's click on this. So we can see now this is selected. So let's click again. So now again it is unselected. So this is how it will toggle this selected state. Similarly, like the assist chip, we have another variant of this filter chip, that elevated filter chip. So what we will do, we will copy this whole composable function and let's paste this below, and here let's use this elevated, and also let's use that elevated composable function, elevated filter chip, this one. And all these parameters will be exactly same as that was the case in this filter chip. So let's use this elevated filter chip again here. So this one is our elevated filter chip. So let's click on this. So this is how it will work. So let's close this window, and here we have another kind, suggestion chips. Suggestion chips helps narrow a user's intent by presenting dynamically generated suggestions such as possible responses or search filters. So for that, after this composable functions, let's create one more. So here what we will do, let's go upward and let's copy this code and paste it here, and we will only change this composable function to suggestion chip. All these parameters will be same, only the name of this parameter will change it to simple icon. And let's use this experimental annotation, and here let's use that suggestion chips default. So let's use this suggestion chips after this. And let's also change the label of this suggestion chips from that assist. So this is our suggestion chips. Similarly, we also have another variant of this, that elevated suggestion chips. So let's copy this and let's append that elevated here, and let's use the elevated suggestion chips, this composable function. So let's use this one after this. And here is our elevated suggestion chips. So let's minimize this, and here we have one more kind. That one is input chips. Input chips represent discrete piece of information entered by a user, such as Gmail contacts or filters options within a search field. So after this, let's create one more composable function. So here let's use that input chip. So again here we need to provide a state. So what we will do, let's go above and let's copy this state and paste it here. And also let's use this selected state here, and this on click will change this state. And let's keep these arguments on a separate line and also remove these parentheses. And we need to provide two more things. Let's copy these code and paste it here. First one is this label. So we here let's use this input chip, and this one is the avatar, and let's use that experimental annotation. So now let's use this composable function in our main activity after this. So here is our input chip. So we only have one kind of this input chip, and let's minimize this. Here let's click on this control B for the documentation. So here we can see this is the documentation of every kind of chip. So here you can read more about these chips and see how these chips has been implemented. So let's close this. So that's a bit about when to use different kinds of chips in your apps. And feel free to experiment and see what works best for your specific case. Drop any questions you have in the comments section below. Remember to subscribe for more tutorials on material design and Jetpack Compose. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy coding.